Now we return to Senior X30 action. Let's take you through the starting grid for Heat 4, A versus G. Clément Houton, the fastest outright driver out of 123, starts on pole position. Will be joined by Rima Blanc. Kevin Lantinga and Laurens Saxe will be on row number 4. Mathis Marscott and Matthias van der Kerkhoff will start on row 3 ahead of Tobias Norman and Alexis Constant. Bertrand Saxe and Maxime Blanchemin round out the top 10 ahead of Clément Massot and Mirko Wouters. Hugh Holly, Bo Heymans, Christian Biazati and Maxime Harutunanian, Noah Maton, Cahal Clark, Raphael Dow, Quentin Depoigny round at the top 20, along with Lucas Horsika, Lucu Moulau, Raphael Linders, Matteo van der Kerkhoff, Maxim van Schoenwinkel, Sive Paganar, Hiro van Duivenvoorde, Sky Defoni, Kane Ince, Alessandro Bighi, Eric Vess, Luis Cardoso, Carl Luthard, Sofia Zanfari and Luna Cleré round out the 35-strong grid. Looks like Duivenvoorde and Heymans will be starting from the repair area on the dummy grid. So once the drivers have gone through the start phase, they will then be released. As you can see, the conditions have deteriorated since the previous heat because the rain has fallen on the circuit. So everyone will be on wet weather tyres, and more than likely, if they had them with the trolley jacks at the time, will be on wetsuits as well. And once again, Simon, the weather rears its ugly head here at the home of champions.
Ouais, la météo qui est venue compliquer un petit peu la tâche de tout le monde ici sur le karting Genk. On a vécu les 3 premières manches qualificatives pour ce qui est de la catégorie X30 senior sur une piste totalement sèche. Et puis à la fin de la dernière manche, la deuxième manche de la catégorie X30 junior, la pluie a fait son apparition. On a dû arrêter la course plus tôt que prévu avec un drapeau rouge. Et ici, on est parti en mode wet race. Comprenez par là que les pilotes ont été contraints de chausser les pneus pluie pour cette manche qualificative qui oppose les groupes A et G. Clément Houton partira en pole position. C'est lui qui s'était montré le plus rapide de tous les pilotes de cette catégorie Rennes tout à l'heure lors des essais qualificatifs, avec à ses côtés Rimmer Blanc, Kevin Lantinga en 3e position, 4e place pour Laurens Saxe et 5e place pour Mathis Marscott. Les pilotes qui abordent désormais le dernier virage et vont se présenter d'ici quelques instants sur la ligne droite de départ. Départ à vivre avec vous, Alex.
Merci, Simon. Right, into the tram lines. Et c'est parti. Let's go racing. And a good start by Clément Houton at the front end of the field, but very, very sideways was Kevin Lantinga, and he saved it from going onto the grass, but we've had a little bit of a coming together a little bit further back, and there's more chaos going through turn number 3. 2 off the circuit, and then another 2 follow suit by having to try and avoid. Oh, this this weather that has come in has caught everyone out on notice. They're having to be on possibly dry setups with wet weather tyres, and there's another turnaround at turn 6. This time it was the 308 Luca Moulau who loses places, and darting to the inside was Matteo van der Kerkhoff in the 246 trying to get through, and they're nearly tripping all over each other. Drivers going to the outside, to the inside at turn number 8. Well, this is not what we expected here. We've got one that is off at Marshall post number 2. Kart sideways coming out of turn number 9. This weather really has put the drivers on notice, and someone straight off at turn 10. And that was the 353 that has just been caught out. Tobias Norman from Denmark. As they make their way, they're treading on eggshells, coming through into turn number 12, as we are very much at a snail's pace. Clément Houton first. Mathis Marscott dives up the inside, the 250. Gets the race lead, but no traction out of turn 2. Houton retakes the race lead, coming down into turn number 3. We've got a yellow flag. We've got someone off on the other side of the barriers, off of the final corner. And that looks to be possibly 338. Luna Cleré, maybe. Well, we got Bertrand Saxe, who has dropped all the way down the order. And you can see they are scrabbling for traction And they're 3 wide coming out of turn number 6. The first 2 minutes, we thought the previous junior heat, there was a lot of things to talk about. Well, this 4th senior heat, we've got 2 literally tippy-toeing their way out of turn number 9. That's Clément Outran versus Mathis Merscout. Lorit Saxe now up a place. Clément Massot up from 11th, now running 4th. Well, this is not an easy... We thought, okay, maybe the weather's going to stay away for round 4. No, the weather decided otherwise. It's the man upstairs that is making things a bit difficult for everyone here at the circuit. More importantly, our drivers front and centre.
La météo qui crée du spectacle ici sur le karting Genk. Vous le voyez, des pilotes qui cherchent la trajectoire idéale, ce qui n'est pas toujours évident dans un peloton avec des trajectoires différentes prises par les différents pilotes, ce qui peut parfois permettre à certains de dépasser, mais de se voir directement reprendre la position dans la foulée. C'est le cas notamment pour pas mal de pilotes depuis le début de cette course. Clément Outran a pris le meilleur des envols depuis la pole position d'ailleurs. Il confirme qu'il est aussi à l'aise sous la pluie. Clément Outran, le pilote français qui est clairement parmi les candidats à la victoire ici pour ce 4e rendez-vous de la saison. Le pilote passé sous les couleurs de TB Kart cette saison. Mathis Merscout en 2e position, Lorit Saxe 3e devant Clément Massot. Ah, Clément Massot, ça lui rappelle des bons souvenirs, hein, ce genre de météo. Il est pour l'instant 4e de cette manche qualificative. On l'a d'ailleurs à l'image, le numéro 268. C'était lui qui s'était imposé ici il y a un mois maintenant lors de la finale. Il avait fait le pari de partir avec des pneus pluie alors qu'il ne pleuvait pas encore, alors que d'autres avaient fait le choix des pneus slick, choix qui ne s'était pas avéré payant pour les autres, mais bien pour Clément Massot qui avait surpris tout le monde en allant s'imposer ici à Genk. La bagarre avec Lorit Saxe maintenant, on est pour la 3e position. Clément Massot qui va peut-être se mettre à l'intérieur, et voilà, il est passé, et Kioli en profite également, le pilote coréen qui a bondi depuis la trajectoire extérieure. C'était bien fait de la part de Kioli, il en a bien profité. Et par contre, c'est 2 positions de perdu pour Lorit Saxe qui redescend donc à la 5e position. La 6e place pour Kevin Latinga devant Matthias van de Kerkhove notamment. Allez, on reste avec ces pilotes qui se battent pour la 3e place. Clément Massot, 3e devant Kioli. Et regardez, c'est très compliqué. Et devant, on a vu que les 2 leaders s'étaient échappés. Oh, quel beau car contrôle!
That was sideways and then some from Clément Massot. Kyu-Ho Lee now up 9 places, could be position number 10, and it is the Korean driver gets through, gets the whole shot, and the rain comes back again. Oh, we've got a cart just off of turn number 11 that has stopped. That's a TD cart I've just noticed as Kyu-Ho Lee manages to get through on Clément Massot and holds station in 3rd, but the rain is coming back down significantly again. It is a deluge of spray that the drivers are going to have to contend with. As the TD cart that we just saw from turn number 11 has
Sky
been
de
pulled
Fourny,
away. Sky de Fourny, who had made up big places, made up at least a dozen positions in the races. One of the Falcon carts was sideways coming out of turn 6. I think that was Karl Ludhart from Germany. But now we're going to see the battle between Clément Outran and Mathis Merscout. Merscout had a disqualification in the final at round 3, but this time is looking to just try and put one up on Clément Outran, the TB kart driver, into turn number 12, both using the curbing. Tighter line taken by Merscout as they come out of the final corner. And still the gap is probably going to be about 0.3 of a second. It's just over 0.3 of a second. And now through for the race lead at turn 2. Is he going to make it through? Well, Clément Outran did the old Danny Rick V, lined it up, hit the pedal, and bang, off it went like a rocket. And Merscout just went tight to the inside of turn 2. But the problem with doing that, you hit the curbing, the tyres at the back end are going to spool up, they're going to start spinning, and you will have absolutely no traction. Meantime, Clément Massot having a bit of a ding-dong battle coming down the Europelan, and the driver alongside is clashing wheels and has just gotten through, but has run a little bit deep. And that is the 296 of Kevin Lantinga. Lantinga was wheel to wheel, he was towards the outside. And Massot a little bit deep into turn number 9. Oh, and a bit of a hip check there between the two. A big old impact on the left front of Clément Massot, who's got Loritz Axer from the Falcon Racing team right on his rear bumper. And now through for the race lead. What's going to happen here? Dive up the inside, through at the final corner. Mathis Marescalt makes it through on Clément Outran, but Outran's in the wheel tracks, heading into the treacherous part here at turns 1 and 2. And Marescalt has got the job done for the moment, but sideways under acceleration goes the 250, and Outran back through at turn number 4. Multiple changes for the race lead, and we're not done yet. Marescalt looking for the inside line, possibly going into turn number 6. He's going to go for that inside line. Who's going to get the better traction? Oh, great defence there. Marescalt got it lined up, lit up the rear tyres. Outran trying to fire it around the outside, and the 250 from Belgium said, no, you do not.
Le suspense intense, Alex, pour la première position. La bagarre pour la victoire entre Mathis Marescalt et Clément Outran. Et cette fois-ci, je pense que Mathis Marescalt a peut-être fait le plus dur. Il reste 1 minute 45 désormais au chronomètre, plus un tour additionnel. C'est vrai que Mathis Marescalt était vraiment très très proche de Clément Outran depuis quelques tours. Et cette fois-ci, il est passé devant. Kioli en 3e position. Belle remontée de la part du pilote coréen qui a gagné 10 positions depuis le départ. Kevin Lantinga est en 4e position devant Clément Massot. On a vu ces deux-là se toucher il y a quelques minutes maintenant, et c'était d'ailleurs très impressionnant. Le choc a été assez violent entre ces deux-là. On espère que ça n'aura pas de conséquences sur les pare-chocs avant, notamment de Clément Massot. Et derrière, regardez, ça se bagarre encore pour les places d'honneur. On a vraiment des bagarres à tous les étages, et vous le voyez, les écarts sont quand même bien...
I'm wondering, is that Cathal Clark? That's Cathal Clark up into 8th place, as Kane Ince tries to get through on Matthias van der Kerkhoff and gets through. There's 2 3-second time penalties, 2 wheels out of the tram lines, going to the 366 of Raphael Leenders and the 319 of Kane Ince. 3-4-2. Cathal Clark has just been given a 5-second time penalty for incorrect starting position. So Cathal Clark is made up at 10 places. It's now going to drop down to just around about the bottom part of the top 15. We're into the final few seconds. Well, the timer has hit 0, so we're underway with the final lap of this race. And Mathis Marescalt has nearly a 1.3 second lead over Clément Outran. A little bit further back, we've got the 327 Lucas Horsika battling away with I think the likes of Christian Bizatti and Maxime Van Schoen, Matthias van der Kerkhoff. Here's the battle between 249, Riemer Blanc and Loritz Saxer. That's the battle for P6. Riemer Blanc trying to find his way through at turn number 4, but no room there. As our leader, Mathis Marescalt, now comes through out of turn number 7 for the final time, as Blanc and Saxer continue their battle royale with spray kicking up from the rear tyres. Heading into turn 7 at the Europelan. Riemer Blanc switches to the outside through into turn number 8. He's going to get the tighter line through here. That's a great little move in the wet. You could see that Saxer was trying to keep away from that curb, and Riemer Blanc just managed to power his way through. But in the meantime, we've got to concentrate on what's happening at the front end of the field, because from 5th on the grid, the inside of row number 3, Mathis Marescalt wins again here in the Yamis Series Benelux, and he takes the win ahead of Clément Outran. Q Ho Lee from 13th to 3rd. Kevin Lantinga and Clément Massot round out the top 5. Riemer Blanc pips Loritz Saxer to the flag by literally just over about half a second. Cathal Clark finishes on the road 8th, but has a 5-second time penalty. That's going to put him around about 15th. So Kane Ince also has a 3-second time penalty for 2 wheels outside of the tram line. So that now that's going to promote Christian Biazzati to 8th, Lucas Horsica to 9th, Matthias van der Kerkhoff. So Kane Ince drops to 10th, Matthias van der Kerkhoff 11th, Noah Maton, Maxim van Schoenwinkel, Karel Clark 14th, ahead of Maxim Harutunian. And we got Mirko Wouters, Maxime Blanchimard, Tobias Norman, Matteo van der Kerkhoff, Quentin Dapoigny, Bo Heymans, Alessandro Bighi, Alexis Constant, Carl Luthart, Luco Moulard, Luis Cardoso, Jiro van Duivenvoorde, Sibe Pagana, Rafael Dau, Rafael Linders, Sofia Zanfari and Eric Vess rounding out the 32 strong. Sky de Forny out on lap 3 after breaking down at turn 11, with Bertrand Saxe and Luna Clairet out on the opening lap. Merscout takes a win ahead of Houton and Lee that rounds out your top 3 in Heat 4 for X30 Senior here at Genk.